Here we are in the management panel and we're editing the DNS for example.com. And up at the top here is the statement of authority section, and down below is the DNS zone. And here's where you go to add new records. So we're going to add a new record type, a new record called new-a-record, and it's going to be an A record. And then we enter the IP address here into the data field. And now we're setting the TTL or DNS cache time to 30 seconds and click Add New to add the record. It's instantly propagated out to our Anycast DNS servers. And now we're going to add an MX record, which is a mail record. Entering the mail server now, and we always need to put a dot at the end of host names that are not within our own domain, or else it will double append the domain. Now we're entering the aux value of 10, which is the priority, and adding that MX. Now we're going to add a second MX record. It's always suggested you have two, and we're setting the priority of this one to 20 and clicking Add New. And now the MX records are available. We also support many record types: Quad A, alias records, CNAMEs, and here we're adding a CNAME. And this is a Google verification CNAME that they often ask you to do to prove that you own the domain. And then we CNAME this to google.com, put the dot at the end, and we want to set the TTL to 120, and we click Add New. SRV records are also a popular record type, and they're often used for unified communications. So we're going to add a Collab Edge TLS record here, and that's mainly designed for Jabber. And then what we're going to do is we're pasting in the data field all the details there. Okay, so the weight is the first number on the left, and there's the port, the server, and then of course the aux value is the priority. Okay, now we're adding the second server there. And then now we're changing the weight of that and also the priority, and then adding another server here. And now you can see the 3 SRV records down below. We also support text records. So we're going to go ahead and add an SPF record string here, a text string. And then we go ahead and add that. There are also DNS wizards. So if you decide you want to move to Office 365, you can click that button, let's say, and it will automatically add up here 8 records were added automatically to the zone. So that adds a couple different types of records, some SRV records for SIP and things like that. But it definitely makes it a little bit easier when you're moving platforms or adding a new domain name to a new platform. And here you can see all the different record types that we have, the different TTLs. We also support Geo Dns. And this can locate a user or visitor to your website or other application and automatically detects where they are. Okay, so on the right side is the country that we want to go and the server they want to go to. So it'll automatically direct the user when they come from that particular country to that particular IP. And here you can also see some records that the DNS Office 365 wizard added for us. Another unique thing is we have all the previous changes log available right underneath the zone file. And that allows you to flip through and take a look at the details, the time and date stamp, as well as the IP address of the user that made those changes. You can also access previous versions. That allows you to go back if you make a mistake. You can restore a zone file. You can also view a previous version of a zone file. There's also some other options in here for zone transfers, such as secondary DNS, and then you can also do a locked zone file if you want to prevent errant editing. If, say, other users come into the platform, you want to restrict that once you've done the editing. And then here, of course, is the bind style zone file. So you can download this or copy and paste this and save it in your archives. It's nice to have a list of all your A records and C names and other resource records, as well as your SOA.